last night's game, I mean, this was a big game. Everybody was anticipating this matchup, playoff implications and seeding and all that stuff. And then, of course, the unthinkable happened in the first quarter when Demar Hamlin went down and reported to have had a cardiac arrest. And just initially when it happened, fellas, when you realized that it wasn't a concussion and that it was something more, I mean, how did you all feel about it? What were your thoughts?
Well, when I first saw it, I didn't know what to think actually, but yeah, it was like the way that he fell once they showed it on the replay. I thought maybe he may have had a neck injury or something like that, but it's real. It was a scary look once you realize what exactly was happening. But it's been a lot of talk back and forth about uh, you know, his injury and everything else. I mean, I think they did the right thing by canceling the game, but I think it's a lot of grandstanding going on right now where a lot of people's just saying a lot of different things as far as, you know, what are they thinking about football and everything else. I don't think he was injured on a football play. I think it was something more to it than that. Like maybe he had some type of medical episode or something going on health wise that had nothing to do with the game itself. So, I mean, I just hope that everything works out for him because he seemed like a nice young man. And, you know, if you play the game of football, the guys that were on the field, it's hard to get your mind back focused when it's somebody you know and you don't know if they're going to make it or not, if they're going to even be okay outside of the game. That's why I thought the game should have been canceled. But yeah, it was just a real shocker. It was sad to see, especially a guy so young. And it wasn't like he got blown up or got his head knocked off or something like that and got injured. It was more so like, it was a routine tackle and we just got up and to right now we still don't know what happened. So I mean, but it was just shocking and surprising to see. I've never seen a scene like that before, as far as people on both sides of the field or on the field together, and the coaches coming together, players coming together. So, you know, it was just a sad situation to see. It was still a sad situation.
Yeah, and what's up, Buck? Welcome you to the show. And
What's
I
up?
mean, Eminem, when I saw it, and at first I didn't, I was thinking, okay, it was a head injury or something. Then I saw the replay and realized he didn't hit his head. And man, the first thing I thought about was, oh man, I said, it's something, like something non-football going on.
Right.
I didn't know if it was a seizure or what was happening. And then you come to find out after a few minutes they're doing CPR, and man, you could tell by the look on the players' faces that it was really bad. And this is something they reported. Somebody reported the last time they had an on-field incident, I think, where CPR was needed was like back in 1971 or something like that. So this is not anything I've seen in my lifetime. So I mean,
Yeah.
for you to see this as well, what was going through your mind?
Well, I mean, pretty much just like what y'all was saying, man. It's like, just watching the game as usual, just trying to enjoy a good football game, and injuries happen all the time. We all accustomed to that, but I think I missed the replay some kind of way where he just kind of fell. But what instantly had me looking like, damn, like man, something ain't right is when players get hurt all the time. Nobody want to see their teammate get hurt, but when they saw that scene of Josh Allen pretty much getting the tears out the corner of his eyes and multiple people emotional, I'm like, hold on now, that ain't the normal reaction when somebody just get hurt, even when it's bad. And I was saying, like, even without really just honing in on the commentary at the time when it was happening, I was like, man, I think that's something else. Like, something must have just, something, well, kind of like Ray was saying, something non-football related probably must have happened, because it wasn't a awkward, like, hit landing on your neck or something that will, make you think it was, concussion related. It was
Yeah,
just,
the stuff we're used to seeing.
yeah. So when that happened, and the way they were emotionally reacting, and I don't mean like, okay, like, every team gonna have certain players that might be a little more dramatic or emotional than the others, but when it was like across the board, I was just like, nah, something ain't right, So that just, it just kind of go to show everybody that, regardless of what you do, what the event may be, or how much money you may or may not have, man, life is precious, man. It's just like, you don't know, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what can trigger what, and all you could do is just, hope for the best for the young man. I heard so much good stuff about him, because, before they made a decision on the game, just a bunch of commentary, and every network I turned to, I don't care what it was, even the non-sports channels, that was like the topic. And I was just like, man, that's really cool to show that kind of support even beyond the sports networks, because that's like you just said, that's something that, in our lifetime we never seen.
Roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.